welcome to the third day of the Metroid Fusion Randomizer tournament. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody with me, but that is quite alright. I'm sure I would do just fine by myself, and then regret it. It's entirely possible that I might just regret it. But right now, we are just currently waiting for the like it's supposed to be. I speak that things go off just wonderfully, just fine, just fine. Thanks for the glimmer of hope, Autumn. B for boats. Lots of boats do be sailing. Boats in space. And we'll beginning shortly. So to give a refresher on required items needed for anybody who might be watching this probably out of order or just stumbling across this, Adam will give you the forefront items that you would need to beat the game. Charge beam, missiles, unlocking level 4, speed booster. Additionally, on the way to completing that objective, you need to obtain high jump or space jump. That's what do, yeah. Don't know if I might have forgotten that down my spiel, but we all off now. Now, in day 1, we just had a seed full of speed. Day 2 had some speed booster starts, along with two fairly regular vanilla starting points. Will we possibly see the morph start? Very bold. I'm forgetting that he does not need to go to Quarantine Bay. I too would forget that mistake if I was new. Whew, that very good. Very good jumping on Ohm's end. And then there's a cursor on screen, awesome. Gotta love them cursors. Well, it's not missiles, but it's speed boosted. You know, I was hoping that it would be morph, but there's always that possibility it'll still happen. Just when I was hoping for a change. I know, right? Speed boosted. It's so uncommon. It's so uncommon for level 1, and yet here it is, just here almost all the time. Always has been. Oops, all speed starts. In a way, this is somewhat of a speed one, so you really do have to go fast. I would imagine that wouldn't be far-fetched. It would just require changing stuff to changing the room data to make it work. Just a lot of them. Thank you for the heads up, Hook. Very thank you. Verily thank you. I'll hunt to... Sorry, I got Metroid Prime Hunters on the head, apparently. Our runners heading into Sector 2. Cool. Well, it looks like most of them will acquire the one of the many ways to get out of Sector 4, and the double red X tail sights from the cargoes. Very neat. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a troll because we have to wait for main missiles to pop up, but getting something this early helps. Would probably help the runners in their routing a little bit easier. Towards you, exactly. I'm just currently thinking ahead to when they actually do have gravity suit. Canada did not make that mistake because I'm not the one running these seats. Those one is acquiring level 1 doors. And soon on the way to the data room. But they will hopefully acquire something a lot better. And... well, they didn't have to wait that long. They didn't have to wait that long for main missiles. They didn't have to wait for that. Also, could just want to actually pick that. If I could please. Thank you. So now I want to have a bit of quite a few options to check from. Opting to speed boost out of Sector 2, being rather fancy and wasting time. Ooh, Frydi actually doing an alternative option and going to main deck to visit Arachnus. Almost going to check Sector 1 in the meanwhile. That was quite an early missile start, so maybe Arachnus will have something. He totally could not though, because he's just that selfish. He didn't save, so if Arachnus doesn't have Wolf Ball, that's basically a soft lock for Frydi. He did save? Okay. Ooh, and that is a major locked by Morph. Hopefully Owen can keep that item in mind when he does find Morph. In comes the speed boost over the lava pit. And there is Morph Ball! Frydi getting all the energy tanks Arachnus could possibly hold. Ooh, oh, ooh, all needs some energy right now. I don't think he could survive pirates. That is object way too close. That is like inching seconds away from death. Oops, all E-tanks out of Arachnus. And an energy tank. Oops, all energy tanks indeed. Whoops. Arachnus decided to hoard all the E-tanks. Frydi going ahead to Sector 1. Now that he knows Arachnus doesn't have anything of worth. Ooh. A big mistake on Ohm's end, trying to hold the diffuser on his way out. Still gets... No, he didn't. He'll get it eventually. And he did it again. This gives ample time for Frydi to make it over. But he almost eventually got it. And it was just a missile up here. But missiles help because he doesn't have charge beam. And a power tank for his troubles. Oof. You hate to see it. With 4 of 5 stabilizers cleared, almost heading out of Sector 1. Likely going to pick up that major that he noticed on his way over. And more missiles. Because in order to use power bombs, you need to have bombs and the main PB download in order to use power bombs. Power bomb expansions and missiles still add to the counter despite them not showing up. Speaking of bombs, I don't know why that's not lining up on the dragon. Oh well. Know that Om has bombs. Om is heading to Sector 3 now that he is capable of opening level 2 doors. Frydi making an optional check here for an expansion. Going to unlock level 2s just about right away. Getting another energy tank. And Omni opting to head up for this spot up here. He is capable of checking beyond just this one item. Ooh, going over that stairs to make sure. Ooh, high jump. That is quite helpful to have. Especially when stalling Sector 3. Not opting to go over the energy tank up there. But still getting out of this part of the area just fine. I assume Frydi must have picked up. Well, he's gonna pick up bombs now. I don't know what I was thinking. I was almost thinking something else, but thankfully I'm quite a good tracker. Oh, worst beam in the game. Pepe's sad. Although, does have the means of checking this, if nothing else. But opting not to go for it and just wandering room for speed booster. Understandably so. Bob being a missile today. After being an energy tank and 2 majors, decided to go back to his normal form. Frydi entering Sector 3. Not speed boosting, but opting to just tank the damage. He still has the means to speed boost out at the very least, so he's perfectly fine. And there was Frydi's space high jump. Likely refilling, so. Oh, making a save too. Looks like he's gonna fight box 1. And that is indeed correct. I can only assume they're jumping over it and getting the bomb passage unlocked so they have ample time to speed boost, grab running into the item on the way towards the second check. Something has the means of saving time. Frydi on his way to unlocking level 2 doors. Fox being rather picky with the start today. Being ultimately picky. And that's box 1 down. Right about the same time, Frydi unlocks level 2. And more missiles for his 12 volt. Frydi opting not to go to box 1, but likely going to 4 or 6. And he's going to 4. Oh! Oh, there goes that side hopper clipping into the room data like it's totally fine. That side hopper is so strange. Why are they opting to check the item down in a, a lower part of Sector 4? Hoping to stop the cargo from lifting up, I guess. There is a major down here, though. Ice missiles. And that's nothing. Oh, meanwhile, going into main Sector 4. So far, nothing yet. But that will likely change soon. Friday entering Sector 4 as well. Yeah, Friday didn't enter the same pod as did, so he's one beam short. I suppose in this case, it saves him the terrible experience of single wave beam. And he tank awaits them. Oh, didn't pay attention to the Discord conference happened an hour ago. Exactly. It was an. If you're talking about Friday, it was just a power bomb. If you're talking about it's an energy tank. Oh yeah, that. Both of our one is intercepting in this very room, though opting not to get that energy tank. Friday killing all the ouchies in the room. Very much ouch. I know the ouchies are a pain, but what did they ever do to you aside from being a pain? And a missile down and water pump. Ooh, finally missing the speed boost. Can't tell if that was intentional or not, but maybe he wanted to check that if the item was a major or not. Friday is going to Ceres, and meanwhile checking this spot that Friday didn't initially check. And opting not to go down. I don't know if he realized he could freeze the enemy down there. He is making a save just in case something happens in 6 or anywhere else. Yeah, he probably just forgot about diffusion, probably. I'm going up to main deck. Oh, but Ceres had Warrior Suit. Ceres actually being important here for once. Man, oh man. We complained about people fighting bosses, and now a boss actually had a major. Yeah, but this is... Oh my god, the Metroid animals! Oh. I was really hoping it'd be something major, but it's just Ice Beam. I got trolled. Ouch. Oh my god, the major and oh. Immediate disappointment. So it looks like Alm is heading to Arachnus. He'll probably be swiftly disappointed that Arachnus held nothing but energy tanks. Frydi also making a save near the entrance of Sector 4. And he's going to 6. Ooh, very nice. Very nice trick from Frydi. Very nice. Using the diffusers to their advantage. And gravity through it in Sector 6. If Frydi wanted to, they could get level 4 locks right away. They would need about everything else though in order to do anything. Sector 6 having all the items today. And a screw attack. Man, after the disappointing Thirst of Actness check, Frydi is really making some good checks here. Going to check the secret passageway from 6 to 5. Frydi finally opting to get that missile due to temptations. And remembering he doesn't have charge. Finally returning to the sectors after a disappointing trip to Arachnus. Frydi going to check Loser's Highway. Who could have ever predicted the plasma hunt? Exactly! And nothing in Loser's Highway. I don't think Holmes gonna make it. Oh no, he did. There is his screw attack. As I'm going to check, he's checking the left side item. And there is his gravity suit. It would have been bold. Would have been bold until he realized that he didn't have various suit. But he does have a bit more energy tanks than Frydi does, so just as long as he remembers to freeze the blue X parasites, he should be fine. Frydi taking the backside of Sector 6, behind Mega Coax. Oh! Got something. And there is Charge Beam, right behind Mega Coax. Question is he going to fight him? Looks like he will. This is quite a stacked sector so far. And we've yet to find where Plasma Beam is located. Just right behind where Frydi is. What are you... my dude. What are you... You... What? What is doing? He's clearly capable of checking the other item. He can clearly reach it. Dude. Oh, this is quite a gamble on Alm's end. Oh, and there's another major. Space jump. Oh man, is missing out on all the stacked items in Sector 6. Oh boy. I don't know what is thinking. Oh, we have a Crumble City check here, folks. And there's nothing. Nothing but 2 missile tanks. Well, those main power bombs hidden right away at Sector 2. I don't understand what I'm still trying to comprehend is Arm's thinking. Like, I could understand from his perspective that Charge Beam could literally be elsewhere. But if that's the case, then where else would it be that it is viable for him to acquire at this point in time? He easily has the means to get out, but if he's looking for Varia, then... That's gonna have to be his second trip into Sector 4 to even get it. Finally getting their power bombs. And it looks like Arm is checking the zombie. Bit of a strange boss to go out of the way for. High jump for another, but both of them have high jump. And one of them has base jump. So unless the zombie has something, it's not really worth fighting the zombie. And in the end, it was just a power bomb tank. The full screen suddenly being back to regular Revolution. As one does. Nothing at Maze. Both our one is intersecting and high-fiving each other on the way to two separate parts. Frydi also opting to make us a zombie check. No entry without prior authorization. None of them have explored Sector 5 that much, and both of them are capable of opening red doors at this point. All making that screw attack jump no problem. Arm fighting super missiles, and Frydi right behind and following, acquiring the last missile upgrade. Arm heading through the secret area in Sector 2 to reach Sector 1. But turning immediately around. Probably just wanted that red X. Bit of a strange turn of phrase, but I'm checking the item in the lava pit. It appears that Alm is heading into Ridley's area. This is a very huge detour for him. Or, he's going past it. There is still a possibility that Plasma could be in Ridley's area. Though he probably is just checking this one spot in particular. Frydi also opting to check the item in the lava pit. Man, and here I was hoping we'd possibly see Ridley's area again. Frydi going back to Sector 3. Oof. Half sealed, like right behind him. Are we getting a Finker's Z check here? Or entering Sector 3 through the back way? Nothing in the lava pit in the Fantasy. But we're getting another Fantasy check here. With Space Jump, it is a lot easier to go through this room along with Gravity Suit because you basically have environmental free protection from both the heat room and the acid. The lava acid. Not acid itself. Just from lava. Shooting all his missiles at Gary. Almost also opting to check Fantasy. And Gary just had a power bomb. Last one being rather picky with its go spot today. Finally opting to check this part of Sector 3. Oh? Oh! Just needs to find Charge Beam. He just needs to find Charge. He basically just needs to go check Sector 6 now. Man, what a position. Frydi is going to be soon following behind, though. And Frydi getting the worst beam. And easily having space jump on their side. They are in go mode. They have to unlock level 4 to fully escape. And Arm is entering through Sector 5 via the back way. Frydi also opting to go to Sector 5 via the back way, due to it being much more faster. Oof, feeling the speed boost. Frydi getting the optional Sector 5 data room. Well, it has to be here somewhere. And it's not there. So it looks like, for the first time in this tournament, we are going to see a wireless Omega fight. Frydi entering through the screw attack means of lower Sector 4. And Ohm is heading straight to level 3 security locks. Happened yesterday, and I probably was not quite aware of it. Frydi skipping Sector 3 door. There we go, saying sector again instead of security. Level 3 doors entirely, whereas Ohm is getting it. Man, you hate to see it. Charge was in Sector 6, right behind Mega Coax. And almost just so close to getting it. If he just went down and survived the blue X room, he probably would be in the lead right about now. Not checking Sector 6 is going to cost him greatly. On finding out that this data room had absolutely nothing of worth. Oh, once again trying to make this check work. In all likelihood, Wide could be up here somewhere. It could be somewhere. Good or bad, it just has to be somewhere. Yeah, both of them were in Sector 6 around the same time. Whereas Frydi was fighting Mega Coax, Arm just checked the item at the very top and left, probably due to being very scared that he would not survive the blue X. But it seems like he's going back to Sector 6 via the back way, so maybe he'll finally find it this time, now that he is comfortable with his energy. Or not. Ah! Man. 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 Well, it looks like Frydi is going to get food as pretty scot-free while Orm is scrambling to find various suit. And Frydi getting the quick kill, very, very, very good. Always nice to see. And killing phase 2 just as quick.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination, planet SR-388.
I'm still scrambling around while Frydi is going to leave behind the station. Does Omega force you to have Ice Beam? No. Interestingly enough, the means of hitting Omega Metroid is simply having the orange suit flag be active. Beams do not matter. You can hit Omega with any kind of beam. It's just that Omega Metroid is simply invincible until Samus has absorbed the Ice Core. Frydi not getting the low speed, but still having plenty of time regardless. Hop! It looks like Arm is finally opting to go through Sector 6 at long last. He's finally heading back to where he couldn't succeed before, now that he has both possible means of entering Sector 6. Well, investigating further into Sector 6. I can English. And Frydi, having endured the tough fight of Wireless Omega, has finished the seed. GT to Frydi. Oh, my dude, where are you going? My dude. You can still... What is he thinking? You can clearly go back around once he checks past the Mega Corex room, just... I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he thinks he has to go around specifically to reach it, or he'll be soft-locked in Mega Corex's room without charge. I don't quite understand. This is quite a confusing play. Man. Please, no! Oh. Oh. Please. I think he's still worried that he needs various suit to survive. Even though he both has the means to alternatively exit and acquire the item behind Mega Corex. Ugh. This sucks. Whew. And is opting to check Notori. Maybe in hopes of finding Villarreal. Although, could be a possibility that it's wide. Or heck, maybe even Charge Beam is on Notori somehow. Imagine taking the toy before Cirrus. Man. Man. And getting nothing. Oh. Ooh, that's a spot. I'm not gonna say it aloud for reasons, but that is very interesting. That is an interesting spot. And I guess we're not seeing it. Dawn. Where was he going? Well, if Friday wants to enter this room, they can. It's going to be a little bit longer. Hello.
Hello. You could have said something that I can come in here. I saw you typing. Just a minute.
You could have joined in at any time. So, how's the seed?
I hate everything that was done to Wavebeam in this randomizer.
White Beam was very specific. Arm was on its way there, but unfortunately it didn't go through all the way to see it. It was on Yakuza of all bosses.
Oh, shoutouts to John. Reactor is the play. I was thinking about going to the reactor, especially when I found the power bombs in Sector 2 where I found them. But I was kind of just letting myself be guided by the seed, which apparently was not the best idea.
And honestly, that's all. That's fair. You two were rather close when it came to Charge Beam. Though, I guess in terms of Omni's recent knowledge of starting the randomizer, he was probably still worried about the blue X parasites.
Yeah, a little bird told me that I could have easily lost this one, which is totally fine because it's randomizer.
Yeah.
Yes, it was okay. I think I routed it the way I wanted it to do. It was annoying that Arachnus was a complete bust.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All he had was energy tanks. And nothing special. Oof.
I mean, it's fine. That's why I saved before going to Arachnus.
Yeah, even with going to Arachnus, Arm could have easily survived getting charged and possibly making a comeback, but he was just worried about fighting Varia. Thankfully, he's about to find Varia at Cirrus, so he should be less worried to finally make the check behind Mega Coax.
Does he have plasma already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was kind of bad to complete League Sector 3 and go for Sector 4.
The only thing he had that was different from you was that he found Ice Beam.
Where was I?
I don't quite recall exactly.
It's like an hour ago.
It felt like that, definitely. Oh yeah, it was the animals.
The animals.
I forgot about that.
I mean, I don't care about Ice Beam. The thing that I want is White Beam when the dumb game gives me Wave Beam. That's why I was so safe before the Omega, because I have had bad experiences with Charge Wave Omega.
Yeah.
Was it entertaining at least to watch me route weirdly?
I suppose, yeah. Though, with the newcomer here, it's only fair that the newcomer would have issues with routing at something very new.
I mean, I hope that people now finally understand that I am not a favorite to win the tournament. Please.
It doesn't help that all of Stur's opponent left the tournament entirely because real life. So if that person didn't leave, he probably would have had some experience before this.
And if he won, he still would have faced me.
Yeah.
Potentially with a different seed.
Yeah, he just would have had a much more general idea of how the randomizer works.
Yeah, actually, I at least looked up his performance in the qualifiers. I think he did 3 seeds of the 6 ones.
Yes, that is me. And Frydi, Snake.
Hi, Snake.
I'm checking every other spot in Sector 6 before I make a correct spot.
Oh, he's only missing charge now?
Yeah.
Does he have screw attack at least? I'm not watching the restream, so I don't really
does.
know. Did he go down to the Mega Core at all?
He checked the top of it, but not the item below it.
Oh.
And interestingly enough, he went around to get space jump and then leave again. And he finally found Charge Beam. He just needs to unlock level 4s and beat the game.
Nice.
Oh man, this was quite a just waste. Exams are very scary. Yeah, it is, but it didn't help that he found space jump. Could have had the means to just leave through the back way because he had main power bombs. Like, he didn't have to touch the bottom half of that room at all. Yes, he still could have possibly made a comeback had he just went through. Good, lucky, it really depends. Fine, it's okay, he's gonna win the journey twice at the same time.
Who says that?
That was Autumn.
Autumn's gonna win against Scotty, I believe.
Well, who knows? That may definitely happen. We'll see. Oh, auto win against herself. True thinking. Oh. Oh. That's a DNF. Ooh, that is a DNF. Ooh.
Yeah, I just saw him in the second race channel, so I was wondering what happened.
Oof. Well, I'm not sure if he's gonna join in and give his thoughts on the seed. There's not really a difference between getting second or not finishing it. Regardless, it means that Friday still won.
Yay.
I suppose that's true. If you know the other person's done, it saves time.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if he wants to finish the seed. Hello.
Hi,
GG.
Hello. Yeah, GG. That seed made me sad.
You had no idea how close to
Apparently
charging
you
you
had-
were the first
apparently
time
you had
around.
white
Holy crap.
How close to
You-
what?
You were so close to charge beam. If you just checked down beyond that missile, you would have found
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I know. I was too
Ah.
scared of the ice axes. That was painful.
Where was Wario? Oh, Ceres.
Very was that serious? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So, why didn't you go back to possibly check behind Mega Corvex after fighting Space Jump?
Good question. Just
Oh.
silliness. Honestly, didn't occur to me.
I suppose that's fair. You're still kind of new to this whole thing, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. GG Frydi. Looking forward to this next
Yeah.
round.
Please take this one off me. The people
Wait
need to
for me,
learn that
I'm
I'm not a
trying.
favorite to win the tournament. just throw me into losers.
Full for content! Full for content!
Oh, I can do that. all the predictions that all the brackets that people made are all gonna be in shambles when I throw for content.
Well, that concludes the first round of Friday vs. Ohm. Stay tuned for the second round, which will be happening soonish. Stay tuned.